biggest one.
Alright, quick little session here on the wool wash. Last week I made the fatal error of not turning my head GoPro on. Not fatal, but certainly missed some really handy footage of one barra. Fully expect nothing today. It just doesn't look like a brilliant day for it, but as I always say, you don't go fishing, you don't catch anything. So we're going to get out, we're going to have a little fish. Water's quite shallow here, about half a metre at best. But we'll have a bit of a play and push down, same as usual, down to the pylons, bit of a fish, see what we can come across. See a lot of swirls on the surface in here, and the majority of them tend to be turtles. One thing I can see up here is actually somebody using a cast net. Now this is fresh water, non-tidal. By law in Queensland, using a cast net in non-tidal waters, unless it's somebody like Suntag or someone like that who has actually got a permit for doing so, it's actually legal to do. I know it's commonly done, but there are laws there for a reason. You might not like the laws, but that is the law. A bit uncomfortable sometimes telling people about the law, but that's the situation, that's the reality of it. It's not my job to police it, but probably not a bad idea. So rather than me starting fishing straight away, I might just push up and have a bit of a squeeze and just see what's going on up here. If it's these guys in the ute, maybe they feel like they've been caught in the act and they've taken off. Interesting that we see a cast net go out and then suddenly they disappear. We're on. A bit quicker than I expected. There we got tarpon. Cool. These guys can often jump us off, so if he does that, that's okay. Here's a good sized tarpon too. It's a good beast. There we go, one fish for the day, so no donut today. Got a nice tarpon there, good size. Where are we hooked there? Oh yeah, pretty well hooked too. That alright, don't put it into my leg. I know, didn't give you much of a chance. There we go, he's dehooked himself. Quick bait measure. I'll get a pretty measurement there. There's a 46 centimetre tarpon. There you go, buddy. So these guys are down the other end now, casting their cast net. That'll be those blokes in the ute that took off before, thinking that it's going the other way, I would say. There they go. That's them taking off. So any attention, they've taken off again. So that's the same ute as before. When you take off because someone catches you doing the wrong thing, you know full well that you're doing the wrong thing. People like that deserve the punishment that's coming to them. There we go, we've parked up the other end again with our cast net. Hopefully that'll conclude my duties of chasing losers away from the water. If they want to be out there with a bait and a hook, catching those fish one by one, sure. We're pillaging these creeks, these freshwater lagoons in the lazy way, the illegal way, just not on. We're on. We're on. This could be my first fish if I can hold it on a bomber. The drag's not super tight. Back off on that drag a little bit though. I know what we've got yet. I'm guessing that we're dealing with a Barra the way we're running here. Don't feel like a big fish. Yeah, maybe a 60 or something like that. Yeah, nice, nice. Haven't really used the bomber much, so this one's not a gold one. This is a more of a naturally sort of colour. Hopefully we're alright and we don't bust off here. We haven't done any jumping yet, so I find that interesting. It might happen. Not a bad little size though. We're pull and drag, and I've backed that drag off, and it's still reasonably tight, so. So 30-pound leader on today, just because that's what I was using on the mangrove jack the other day. Okay, and we're on. Beauty. There's a nice little barra for the day. Thank you very much. On a bomber, fresh out of the water. Right, little mate. Measurement on you. Yep, it's in the 60s, alright. It didn't feel huge, but it's good enough. 66, pretty comfortable there. Almost 67 even. Yeah, I reckon we'll give you 67. Okay. Not a bad sort of hook up. Got your inner gills there. Just under this little lip plate. The wind's blowing me a bit here. Six twelve. Nice little 67 centimetre barra there. Beautiful fish. Alright, mate. Give you a bit of a swim there. See you later. Alright. Made the session look a little bit better catching up, fella. Let's have a look. Their line. Lead is good. There's our lure. Little bomber, long A, that's a 15 I think, 15A. Just in a real naturally sort of colour. So there we go, we've tried plastic down through the structure and that wasn't doing the job. For some reason it wanted to have a go at that hard body, which is cool. Tried a bunch of different things, slowly worked, slowly rolled. That one was vigorous twitches, and it was the vigorous twitches that got that one. Good to see. fish. Oh no, I've had that hook up off. We've had 2 ripper jumps from this fish. Not long after I caught that previous one. Oh no, we've lost it. Ah. Oh. No, at least I got that part on film, but oh, that was a good fish. Ah, it was thumping. Couldn't do much about that. It was facing me. I had the weight on it. Really cut up that leader. Them's the brakes, I suppose, but get back into it. It's a quick retie from this leader. That one absolutely smashed it. Disappointing to have turned that camera off, but we got that last little bit on there. Big jump, 2 massive aerials there. It's been giving big rips. Fair old drag on it, and it was peeling it. One of the bigger fish I've hooked in here. Hooked 2 good fish in 10 minutes there. Wow. Alright. Had my heart going on that last fish. Wrapped me around a pylon to start with. Big hit. Took me straight around the structure. Managed to get it away from there, and then a couple of big jumps, and then it got me into trouble. I'm sure my leader attachment is good, and it seems to be. Nice sort of colour. Right. Cool. Couple of freebie lures. Not a bad sort of colour. Natural sort of colour. Got to go shortly, so I'll spend another 10 or 15 flicking some lures into the pylons. Couple of nice hookups on that. Have a little one. Jelly bean theory, as they call it. Oh, we're on. He's got me around that pole. Oh no, what's he done? Just pulled the hook. Oh, 2 fish that I've dropped. Had it in there, food fish. Okay, so they're feeding. Let's grab that and try again. Quick retie. I scuffed a bit there. We're okay there. Oh, that's disappointing, but it's okay nonetheless. I've landed one, dropped two now. Not as big a one, it was probably down in that same size range as the first one I caught, or the one I caught. I've got long left, so we'll keep giving it a go. Check that leader attachment again. Leader knot's good. And that drag was pretty tight and I was still pulling it, so it was a good enough fish. Just really slowly working amongst that structure is what got that bite, so it's more what I've been used to of late. Okay, so that'll end my session here at the wash for today. Off the water, go get some kids from school. A pretty handy little session, nice little tarpon earlier, tarpon, whichever way you prefer to say it. But oxeye herring, same. So I got one of those earlier, and then ended up with a nice little barra, hooked onto a ripper barra, dropped it right next to the kayak on its third jump. The first two were massive. I didn't have my head camera on for that. Then I dropped that one with just trying to keep that pressure on the rod, and then it jumped straight towards me and hook's released, so that was a bit unfortunate. Fished for a bit longer, put on a went from the bomber that I'd been using to just a little soft plastic prawn shrimp, and ended up putting a hooking up to a nice barra again, and that one ended up going by the wayside as well. Pulled the hooks on that one unfortunately, and so dropped two barra for the day. Both of those wrapped me around woodwork for a little bit, so it took me a moment to get things organised, but I did manage to get on top of what I had intended to do, get them clear from the structure, and then the hooks just pulled. So a bit disappointing, but a good fish, nice tarpon, and gives me ammunition to go into a weekend on call now, where I probably won't get out. So nice session on the wool wash. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again next time. Cheers.